So on today's video, we have a lot of news stories for you. So we have a huge update on the Pokemon TCG Pocket trading system. We also have an update on a new potential console handheld coming into the market. We also have updates on Pokemon Legends ZA. It seems to have a higher ESRB rating than Legends Arceus, which means the game could be darker, as well as some updates on some new live action anime adaptations, and much more on today's episode. So, let's get on into it. What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero. Check out the second channel. The second channel is popping, aka the real Super Mario, aka YouTube's greatest fat man here, bringing you another video. All right, so we have a lot to talk about today. So we're gonna hop right on into it. So the big one that I just found out like before recording this video was that they're doing a major update to the trading system for Pokemon TCG Pocket. So if you don't know what Pokemon TCG Pocket is, it is basically the big card game that they dropped last year on iOS and Android. It's kind of become huge. I don't know if it's as big as Pokemon Go, but it kind of feels that way. I've probably been playing it more than I've been playing Pokemon Go lately. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool. You can get cards through card packs. You can battle, but you can also trade. And that was something that they recently implemented in the last big update. I think it was back in January, or it might have been February. I'm not even really sure at this point, because time is a circle. But yeah, so they implemented the trading feature, and it was met with mixed to negative results. People didn't like the fact that you had to that you couldn't trade certain cards, like promos, like 2-star rares. You couldn't trade in order to trade, you had to get like a whole different currency within the game in order to trade. It was a lot. It was weird. All right, and I had a feeling it would be weird because making a regular trading feature would kind of mess up the economy of the game a little bit. So I figured that there was going to be some issues trying to implement that. So people didn't really like it, so they said they were going to change it. And so this morning they gave us an update on it. So it says, the trading feature update. Thank you for sharing your feedback on the trading feature of Pokemon TCG Pocket. We're continuing to read your comments and investigate ways to improve this feature. Today, we'd like to introduce the following updates to trading that will be implemented by the end of autumn 2025. With these changes, we hope that trading cards between players will be more accessible and enjoyable. Removal of trade tokens. So trade tokens will be completely removed from the game. You will no longer need to exchange cards to obtain currency required for trading. Instead, trading cards of 3 diamond or 4 diamond or 1-star rarity will now require shine dust. When you open your booster pack, shine dust will automatically be earned if you've obtained a card that is already registered in your card decks. So basically, this is going to be kind of like the way Overwatch does with loot boxes, or at least what they did back in Overwatch 1. The way they did in Overwatch 1 was when you open loot boxes and you got duplicates, like stuff that you already got, they would basically give you gold for it, right? They would give you currency for it, so you can use it to buy something else, So that's essentially what they're doing with the trading now. So if you open up a pack and you get duplicates, then they give you shine dust that you can use to trade for other cards. It says, currently shine dust is also required to obtain flare, so we are looking into increasing the amount offered since it will also be needed for trading. Altogether, this change should allow you to trade more cards than you could before this update. Trade tokens you currently own will be converted into shine dust when this item is removed from the game. There are no changes to how 1 diamond and 2 diamond rarity cards are traded. So all that stuff's going to stay the same, but they're getting rid of the trade tokens, replacing them with shine dust, and they're going to give you shine dust once the trade tokens are out of the game at the end of fall. So that's like, what, like October? that's kind of a long ways away, you know. Additional updates in development a feature will be added that allows players to share cards you're interested in trading via in-game trading function. So basically, you'll be able to kind of like post cards you want, you know, cards you want to trade and cards you're willing to trade, so people can kind of know, you know. We hope these changes will make trading cards more accessible and allow more players to enjoy making trades. In addition to the changes above, we are looking into how to accommodate cards that are currently unavailable for trade, such as promo cards and 2-star rarities. Keep an eye out for more information on this topic in the future. So this is actually pretty big. They're actually listening to the fans. I have not messed around with the trade feature too much because, to be honest, I haven't played a lot of TCG Pocket lately. I got back into it now because, you know, I'm trying to get the cards for the new set, and I'm trying to get the promo Garchomp. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get all that kind of stuff. But I haven't been playing too much lately, mainly because the game's on my phone, and I don't really play phone games that much. I play more PC console games. You know, they should go ahead and put this sucker on the PC. So, speaking of big changes, we have Niantic. So, Niantic has officially sold Pokemon Go and basically its entire gaming business over to Scopely, the Saudi-owned companies that made the mobile Monopoly game, if you remember that, Monopoly Go. So, they've sold it for $3.5 billion. So, that's pretty huge. And now we kind of, I feel like I reported on this already, or I don't know if I released that video, but this has been something that's been in speculation for like a couple weeks now, but now it's official. So a lot of people were worried because Scopely is kind of like they're a mobile game company. There's a lot of like, you know, non-skippable ads and just, you know, mobile game nonsense that they tend to do. So according to Mark Van Lommel, who is the communications director at Niantic, says that the Pokemon Go product team will continue to make all decisions on the operation and the future of Pokemon Go. Being a part of Scopely will not change our approach to serving our trainers, and we will continue delivering the gameplay you all know and love. So, I mean, so they're saying nothing's going to change, but I'll believe it when I see it. Now, I do think that it's a possibility that they'll be able to hold to this, and they actually won't change, you know, a lot for the negative, because, I mean, I don't think nobody wants to screw up the Pokemon license. All right, the Pokemon license is a license to print money. All right, and if Scopely was smart, they would try not to screw it up. All right, with regular Scopely mobile games nonsense that they tend to do. But yeah, good luck to all y'all Pokemon Go players. Alright, so the big news, Pokemon Legends ZA. So apparently people have found the ESRB listing for Pokemon Legends ZA, and it is going to be E10 for fantasy violence. Alright, now this is kind of big because the original ESRB rating was just E. So of course E10 is a step above E, but it's right under T. So it's not like T-rated violence, but it's bigger than E-rated violence, which is kind of interesting because Pokemon Legends Arceus was one of the most violent Pokemon games because essentially you could die, kind of, sort of, in Pokemon Legends Arceus, because you're basically out in the wild, you know what I'm saying? There are big, dangerous, primal Pokemon that jump you and attack you. Like, so if this game is rated higher for violence than Pokemon Legends Arceus, that means something crazy happens. Now, of course, this all could be references to the Ultimate Weapon and AZ, seeing as though technically AZ was like a terrorist with like a weapon of mass destruction. So maybe that could be what it is. References to terrorism and weapons of mass destruction are probably a big thing. But this could also mean that we could be getting a slightly darker story in this game, which is possible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what better region to do a dark story than, Kalos? You know what I'm saying? The Pokemon War and all this other kind of stuff took place in Kalos. So a lot of people are speculating that the game is going to be darker than Legends Arceus. Also, of course, there is the environmental element of the game, whereas you're basically destroying the environment around you in order to build the city. Allegedly, we don't know. This could all be wrong, but you know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy that this game could be darker than Pokemon Legends Arceus. So we have some Switch 2 news. So Switch 2 has been getting some pretty interesting news. We are about 3 weeks away from the Switch 2 event, where we're gonna probably get maybe price, launch date, launch games. Like that April Direct probably be crazy. So as far as the news goes, we have Pori, who says Nintendo Switch 2 release might be sooner than we thought. 380,000 units were shipped to the US back in January. And so then we have this little blurb from, I believe this is from Fami Boards, I think. It says, so it finally happened. HVBG exported 383,000 units of the completed console set between January 17th and January 22nd. They are all shipped to the US. The 383,000 is a decent sized shipment, but I wouldn't be surprised if the numbers increase. HVBG had received 1.2 million units of one per system parts, like the system on a chip, the screen, as of December, and 1.7 million as of January. So I'm guessing that's like almost 3 million right there. We can expect 100% of those to end up being shipped to the United States. One thing we can learn from the shipment is that the console is not set as a bundle. These are completed units in their retail boxes. A June 2025 release is likely. Now, I also kind of agree with this. I think a June release is most likely. Some people were saying May 15th, but I'm like, that's really soon. You know what I'm saying? I think June is probably the most likely time for us to get that system to drop, because it will be around E3 season, since E3 is done. So of course it will drop in June. Maybe they will do another event in June. You know what I'm saying, to do hype for the Switch. It's all perfect timing if it dropped like near the end of June. That's all like perfect timing, because everybody's talking about video games. Nintendo will be the biggest thing on the block because they're dropping a new system. Nobody else is dropping a new system. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, big things about to happen. So with the possible release date, we also have a possible price for the Switch 2. Now, I've been talking about the price for a while. I've been saying that the sweet spot for this system is $450. You know, so that's the sweet spot, because $500 is a little bit expensive, but reasonable for a mobile console. You know, if you don't want to go too low, because if you go too low, then it's going to feel too cheap, especially since it's not going to be as powerful as people want it to be. So $450 is like that perfect sweet spot. But they said Nintendo Switch 2 is set for gaming's biggest launch ever, even at $400 plus. Investors are betting on Nintendo Co. delivering the biggest launch in gaming history with its Switch 2. And analysts see it selling rapidly with a higher price than its predecessor. The Kyoto-based company is carrying the hopes and expectations of countless fans as well as traders, who this year bid up its Tokyo traded shares to an all-time high despite slumping sales of its aging Switch platform. Expectations across the industry have risen for the new console to release pent-up demand for an upgrade among gamers and a backlog of games waiting to take advantage of better hardware. Mark Q Ryer? McQuire? McQuire. I'm going with McQuire. McQuire Capital analyst Hiroshi Yamashina, who forecast the Switch 2's price to be between $399 and $449, sees sales of 20 million units in the first year on the market. So, yeah, that's about what I was saying. Between $400 and $450 is like the sweet spot. Because it's going to cost more than the Switch because it's more powerful than the Switch. But it's not going to cost more than like a PS5 because it's not more powerful than a PS5. And this also keeps them competitive because, you know, it'll be the cheapest, I believe, the cheapest home system on the market. Unless, wait a minute, I think the Xbox, the Series S, I believe might be cheaper. I think that's might be the only cheaper like new current generation system. But speaking of Xbox, it looks like Xbox's Project Keenan is going to be a handheld device, which...
This is crazy. You must be stupid, huh?
I don't really understand the logic behind this, because why would you release a handheld now? Especially when there is no reason to buy an Xbox. I can play Xbox games on the Steam Deck. I can play Xbox games on my, the Asus Ally, or whatever the Ally is called, whatever company makes the Ally. You can play Xbox games on your portables anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, Game Pass is a thing. All right, Game Pass makes it unreasonable to buy an Xbox, but have at it, though, you know. So, Xbox Project Keenan handheld details. The price is going to be between $499 and $599, which this will put it in, like, Steam Deck territory as far as price goes. When it runs Windows, Steam, Epic Game Store, cannot run your Xbox library, only play anywhere, and cloud gaming.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Manufactured by Asus, revealed this summer, release later in 2025.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Yeah, I think this is bad. I think this is a dumb idea. Because, I mean, not only... So, it can't play your Xbox library. Which means, like, is this not gonna be powerful enough to play, like, native Xbox games? Or, I mean, because a cloud-only device, I guess, could work, you know, but for $500 or $600, it better be able to play games natively. Like, you know, if you're going to do a cloud-only device, then just have the device be a low-power device that depends on cloud gaming. This way you can sell it for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Something like Sony's... whatever the Sony thing was, because that's essentially what it was, you know. But selling a system for $500, $600 that can't play your regular Xbox library, and it's cloud only, yeah, either that jam gonna be fake, or it's gonna be lame. Fake or lame, either one. So speaking of fake and lame, Jeff Keighley dropped some news about more Xbox news. It says Xbox has announced Copilot for Gaming, an AI companion to help save you time and help you get good. Copilot for Gaming aims to solve the time management issues for players and provide in-game assistance. So basically, niggas getting help from AI. Okay. All right. When I'm playing team-based games, sometimes when somebody is doing bad and I want to flame them without, you know, slinging slurs upon them, I just said, oh man, you know, my tank seemed to be AI generated. Bro, our freaking DPS is AI generated, you know. It looks like people really gonna be AI generated now. AI is gonna be helping niggas get good in Xbox games. That's how lame Xbox gamers is. Y'all need AI to help you in your games. Good lord, bro. So, Microsoft announces Copilot for Gaming, the ultimate gaming sidekick. According to Microsoft, the AI is designed to be your personalized gaming companion, helping you get to your favorite games faster, coaching you to improve your skills, and connecting you better with your friends and communities. Copilot for Gaming will be there when you need it, but out of the way if you don't. So basically, this is gonna be like Tony Stark's AI, but it's gonna be for Xbox. You know what I'm saying? And maybe for Xbox's new handheld, if the handheld can take it. Now again, AI helping you like solve some hard puzzles or beat a hard game. I said it might be okay, but I mean the fun of a game is figuring it out on your own. So if the AI is helping you, like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, but again, this could be great for casual gamers though. All right, to help, like, cause some people either don't have the ability or don't have the time. So as any gamer has probably pulled up a guide to get answers on how to complete something or grab an achievement, I certainly understand the use case for this. I do wonder how gaming media will feel about their work being scrapped by another AI bot where they won't see a penny though. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So, because technically the way AI works, specifically generative AI, it scrapes through data all over the internet and basically compiles an answer for you. So the AI is like a super search engine. All right, and it scrapes through the internet and compiles an answer for you. Or if you're trying to generate an image, it scrapes through the internet using little bits and pieces of other art, and it generates an image for you. Or it writes a script or what have you. The thing is, I think there's probably gonna be some sort of legal action with this, because again, if it's using other people's guides to help people, then that nobody's gonna get any of that money. So I don't know. Personally, I think this is kind of lame. I like to try to solve it myself, or either I'll do the old school thing and go and look up a YouTube video. But yeah, man, tell me what you think about it in the comments. All right, so we move on to a little bit of Overwatch news. So Overwatch officially announced the trial for Freja, so the new DPS hero that they showed off at the Overwatch Spotlight. She's going to have a trial weekend on the 21st, the weekend of March 21st through the 24th. Her hero trailer is going to be on the 19th. Motion comics is going to be on the 20th, and her gameplay trailer is going to be on the 21st. Says get ready for a bountiful week of lore with your favorite new bounty hunter. Join us for a week full of new Freja stories and play as her for a limited time. So this should be interesting, all right? Because all of us regular plebs that didn't get to go to the spotlight will be able to finally play her. So expect some videos on her when this drops. Of course, I'm gonna do a reaction. I'm gonna play her. I might even do like I've done with Juno and Hazard, where I kind of give you my thoughts. Is she gonna be the most balanced hero? Because so far they have just been making, they have just been bettering themselves with the releases of these heroes. I think the releases of like Lifeweaver and Malga really kind of shook them, because Lifeweaver was really bad when he released, and Malga was really busted. Kind of, sort of, still is to a certain extent. So I think they have been trying to make these heroes as balanced as they possibly could at launch. So we'll see. Is she going to continue the trend, or are we going to get like old school busted hero at launch? And how is she going to work with the perks? Does she get perks at launch? Where her perks going to be? I don't know. It should be pretty interesting though. So it looks like I said us Narutards, we can sleep easy knowing that we are officially the best anime of the big three. All right, because according to Netflix, with 330 million hours watched, Naruto is the most watched anime on Netflix in 2024. Naruto is the GOAT. All right, it's not Bleach. It's not One Piece, because we all know all my niggas hate One Piece. Check out my One Piece hate video. I'm working on another one of those too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Naruto is just better. I'm just saying, I can't, there's no other way I can tell you. Like, so a little bit more anime news. We have Claymore. So if you don't know Claymore, it's kind of like it's kind of like Berserk with a woman. You know what I'm saying? She is cursed and she's fighting all these monsters and all this other kind of stuff's going on. It's been a long time since I watched Claymore, but apparently it is getting a live action adaptation. Now, I don't know who is doing this. Hopefully it's not well, I don't know. Netflix did that One Piece adaptation pretty good. So maybe if they're doing the Claymore one, maybe it's going to be good. This also could be a Japanese adaptation, kind of like the Rurouni Kenshin adaptation. I don't know, but Claymore getting a live action is not bad. I actually have a video in the works about anime I think should get a live action adaptation. Tell me which ones you want to see in the comments. Alright, so to wrap this thing up here, we have our 4chan text dump of the evening. So now, of course, I have done a video about the 4chan text dumps. I understand what's going on with those. We're doing this. We all know this is 50-50. There's a 50-50 chance that this could be fake. But we're doing this for fun. So, alright. So, this one says Meganium, Embor, Feraligatr have only regional forms, which I kind of figured that. You know what I'm saying? Grass Fairy, Perfume Theme, Fire Steel, Chef, and Water Dragon Monster, respectively. So, I think a lot of people have kind of figured these. I think everybody kind of figures that, you know, Embor is probably going to be some kind of chef or stove, oven-related Pokemon. You know, and of course, they pretty much confirmed Grass Fairy from Meganium in the trailer. Water Dragon would be interesting for Alligator, because we don't get too many dragon starters. All right, I mean, Charizard is literally a dragon that's not a dragon. You know what I'm saying? And this is just a regular evolution, so this is not like a Mega. All right, I can understand if Mega Feraligatr was a water dragon, but this is going to be regular Feraligatr, which is going to be kind of special because most starters don't evolve into dragon types. So that should be interesting. Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja have mega evolutions, but they're the same types, which that's kind of boring. No Mega Charizard Z or Mewtwo Z, which that would be crazy. This is almost cap right here. Cause like, I mean, Charizard and Mewtwo not getting nothing? Nah, that would be crazy, dog. This is almost a guarantee that Charizard and Mewtwo gonna get something. Okay, that's almost a guarantee. They show Mega Charizard in the trailer. Okay, all right, that man getting something. All right, Charizard and Mewtwo are gonna get another evolution, more than likely. Pikachu might get one too. Shoot. No new evolution, but only a Mega for Sylveon, which, I mean, they could do that, but how would that would kind of suck if Sylveon got a Mega and none of the other ones did. You know, this is one of the reasons why they haven't done anything with any of the evolutions, because if you do something with one of them, you kind of have to do something with all of them, which, I mean, I would like a Mega evolution for the evolutions. That would be kind of lit. That might be a video. Maybe I should make Megas for the evolutions. That sounds like a video. Regional Rockruff with Psychic Ghost type evolves into a White Wolf or a Black Wolf. AZ uses it in battle with the White Wolf. So, Psychic Ghost Rockruff. So, I mean, it would be like a werewolf, but I don't think it will be ghost though. If anything, it will probably be like dark type. You know what I'm saying? Like dark rock or dark ghost, something like that. Maybe not a dark ghost. It kind of has to be a rock type. So it would be like rock dark. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Psychic Ghost is a weird typing for a werewolf. Druddigon gets an evolution into a gargoyle. That's lit, because Druddigon is probably the coolest looking dragon that doesn't get anything. He just exists. You know what I'm saying? Mega Raichu, called it. I just called it. Mega Nidoking, which is awesome. Hopefully my boy gets something. Alright, because Nidoking is probably one of the coolest Pokemon that never gets anything from Generation 1. Okay? Alright, Nido King and Nido Queen, they get nothing. They don't got any. They don't have any Gigantamax. I don't think they have a signature Z move. No Mega. Like, give my boy something, you know. Mega Talonflame, pretty good, and Mega Lurantis. Mega Lurantis would be crazy, especially seeing as though that Lurantis is like the only Pokemon that can use the new terrestrial form. Like, the only one that can really take advantage of it. So I did a video on that too. So imagine on Pokemon Champions, Mega Lurantis that can terrestrialize, bro. Bro, come on. Like, Lurantis might be making a comeback, alright? He might be making a comeback. Alright, so tell me what you think about this in the comments down below. I think this looks kind of interesting. I'm gonna call fake on it because no Mega Charizard, no Mega Mewtwo Z. That seems unfathomable at this point. So that's about it for this. Tell me what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.